Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, draft is in 2 more days, and I've looked at highlight after highlight after highlight after highlight. I've read scouting reports over and over and over, and I've come to the conclusion that we need this one dude, this one guy that will take our team from here to here. I believe so, that I believe. But first, let's go through the other options. On yesterday's video, if you hadn't seen it, please check it out. It's me and telling how the Cowboys are doing everything that I want them to do right now, which is like weird. It's never happened before, so that's why I'm so excited. But I asked you to tell me who your favorite guy is, who you think is going to be that one guy to take us from here to here. And a lot of you commented on Bijan Robinson is one guy. And I 100% believe that's true. But in my estimation, I doubt he's going to even be there. If he is there, it's an obvious pickup. But I just don't. I think he's going to go somewhere else before he gets dropped to us. So I'm kind of taking him out of my mental space. But if he's there, it's kind of like CeeDee Lamb. I'll make that reference again later on. But and some said another running back from Alabama, Gibbs. Now, I can dig that. I can dig that. A lot of people are saying he's a high second, not really a first or whatever, but this is more of a need pick. He ran a 4.36. And that's fast, guys. That would be highly explosive on an offense. He can shift gears. He has real good hands coming out the backfield. He is Tony Pollard. He's Tony Pollard with a Felix Jones vibe to me. That's how I feel, because he can hit that corner like Felix or whatever. So he's probably a more of a fit for the Cowboys. He's not the player Bijan Robinson is, but he might be more of a fit for the Cowboys than Bijan Robinson was. Because Bijan needs the ball over and over and over, and we've went through that with Zeke. I mean, we can't deny the talent that they are, but if our philosophy doesn't call for a running back to have, like if Bijan went to Baltimore, that's brilliant because they're a team that pounds. They're fine with pounding. You whatever. We're more finesse. We'll do this and that and this and that. We're not a pounding team or whatever. So that's the reason why I would say Gibbs is more of a fit for us than Bijan, because we have Tony Pollard insurance. If Pollard is hurt or anything, we got someone that has the exact same skill set as Pollard that can do the same things or whatever. And if Pollard leaves next year for free agency and we can't afford him anymore, we have a guy right there on a rookie contract that can do the same thing Pollard was doing. So I mean, that's a really smart pick, even though the people have him valued a little bit lower. Maybe we could trade down with someone at the bottom of the first and pick him up or something like that. But I can't be mad at Jamar Gibbs. But I pretty much like, if we're in our situation, I pretty much like all the running backs. I'll go over them tomorrow. But if I had a favorite non-Bijan running back in the draft, it would probably be a Devon. I hope I say his name right. I love, you know what? I've made it a thing to butcher people's names during the draft, because who knows? I don't know. I have to go back and listen to people say your name in high school, because the college people don't even get them right if they're hard. But Devon A-Chain. And with him, it's strictly speed. I said that Gibbs ran a 4.36. He ran a 4.32. And no, excuse me, he ran an effortless 4.32. All the other running backs go just making faces and everything, spitting and all that running. And AJ, 4.32. I mean, he has ridiculous speed. And now he's focusing just on football, not football and track. Gibbs will probably be taken first, maybe second, like I said. A-Chain is a second, third. But both of those guys will make our offense a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Both of them. Hopefully we can get A-Chain and get two in a third round or something like that, and get 2 quality players in the first and second. That would work for me too. But again, I like a lot of running backs in this draft. All right, we can skip over quarterback. I like some quarterback. We don't have any quarterbacks to change anything in the draft, but I do like a couple, and I'm ready to get some to develop. I think 4 offensive linemen fall into the category of elite offensive linemen. If one of them fall at 26, of course, we get one of them and try to get somebody else in the second round. On defense, you have 2 monster defensive tackles that can make a real difference. One in Michigan, he's a freak of nature, Maxie Smith. And then the other one in Baylor, my personal favorite, Siaki Ika, who I think we have a much better shot at him in the second and third round or whatever. It just seems you just got to figure out how the draft is going to fall out. At tight end is similar too. The more I look at the tight end position, the less I see a separation between them. You know what I'm saying? From 1 to 10. I don't even see a gap between 1, 2, and 3, or a gap 1, 2. I don't see much of a gap so I feel like in this draft, maybe like the 7th or 8th tight end picked might be one of the better tight ends in the draft. So I feel like we can get somebody in if he beats out our 2 Ferguson, our 2 tight ends. Then good, you know what I'm saying. But I don't see anything in the draft that's that much better than what we have. That leads us to wide receiver. Is my guy a wide receiver? Am I talking about a wide receiver? Yes, I'm talking about a wide receiver. And if this was Madden, if I was drafted in Madden and I was trying to draft a wide receiver, it would be, I would look for someone with 90 plus route, because we need that, because we traded that away. We need somebody who runs routes like Amari Cooper and Cole Beasley. We need someone just like that. And we need someone with a 90 plus catch. Someone that's not going to pop the ball up in the air. When they get their hands on the ball, it's more likely going to be a catch than to bounce off their hands or go through their hands or any other things like that. So that is a needed aspect of our offense, because we do not have one guy that can do that. We need he would be a chain mover. He would be someone that would run the clean route, someone that's available on every play. You know what I'm saying? CD is a legit superstar. He's another type of receiver. Amari was trying to teach CD, but I like CD as our outside guy, as our killer, as the guy you have to focus on, with hopefully 2 guys out there. If you can focus on CD with that, and we have somebody working the inside, he's going to be open all the time. But, after CD, you got Gallup. Gallup's not a clean route runner. He doesn't have reliable hands. You got Noah Brown, not a clean route runner. He doesn't have reliable hands. You got Brandon Cook. He's a short-term rental. Even if his age, if he stays with us the rest of the career, he's still a short-term rental because he's an older wide receiver. And he's not known for route running. He's known for his long speed. And none of our tight ends are master route runners like Kelsey is. So, I don't see any way that we can improve our offense in route running other than my guy. Let's see. All right, we need one. Now, there's 2 route runners in this draft. Not one. There's 2 route runners in this draft. JSN, Jackson Smith, but I put him in the Bijan territory. If he falls there at 26, you got to get him. You got to get that, because he's the other technician. He's the other guy that focuses on moving around, getting the thing. And this on JSJ. Garrett Wilson had a phenomenal year last year at the Jets. The rookie, you had a great year. And he says JSN is better than him. That's huge. So my guy is, if you hadn't figured it out by now, what I told you with route running, it's Josh Downs from UNC. There's no other guy. There's no other guy that can run routes like this one. And the only knock on this guy is that he does not have the size. I don't care about that. Is the only thing I care about size. And if I'm picking in the top 6, 7, You know, those elite players right there. If you don't have elite size, I want elite size, I want elite play, I want elite everything up there. But when you fall out of that and fall into the bucket of all the players, I don't care. I just want a guy that can ball. And this guy can ball because a little receiver can, look at Steve Smith, little receivers can high point the ball. Little receivers can be tougher, way tougher than big receivers. It doesn't matter to me. Ballers are ballers. With this guy, with his route running ability, on flat routes, he's open 100%. On slant routes, he's open 100%. In zigs, he's broken a dude's ankle. In digs, he's open 100%. On drags, he's open. On whip, there is TikToks of him running a whip route in the end zone, leaving the dude on his back like this. So this dude is an elite route runner. Wait, I lost my place. And just like JSN, he's the only wide receiver that will develop into someone that would eventually give you 90 to 100 catches per year. You know what I'm saying? You add a 90 to 100 catch, sure-handed receiver to CeeDee Lamb, and you got Ocho Cinco and what's his name? Who's the Mazda? You know what I'm saying? You have a beautiful combination for the next 5 years. For the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to think about wide receiver because we're getting ready to sign CD and Josh to come in at a rookie contract. So that would be cool for whoever our quarterback might be. I don't know if we're going to have the same quarterback for 5 years, but if we do get a new quarterback within 5 years, you're going to set them up with CeeDee Lamb and Josh Downs. So that's the reason why I like him. I think it's a smart, forward-thinking thing. I think it works instantly. When you add them instantly into the offense, it works, and it will develop into something absolutely beautiful. Because if you think about it, I know I'm talking my head off, but if you think about it, you look at Hunter Renfrow, you look at Amon St. Brown. That's the one who got me thinking through Madden. Amon St. Brown. Boy, I wish I had one of them. But even the tight end with Jason Kelce, I wish that's what I was initially looking for. A tight end like Jason Kelce that can run routes that will be open on every play, and I just simply didn't find one. But they do have receivers, two of them, JSN, Josh Downs, that will be available on every play. And I don't know, that's absolutely huge. That's absolutely huge to have one guy that's going to be available. That was Witten, that was Cole Beasley, and that was Amari Cooper. And our offense, you can go look at our stats. Our offense without Amari Cooper, ugly. Our offense, when we don't have a Cole Beasley on it, was ugly. So when we didn't have either one of those on the offense, if our receivers was without Cole Beasley or without Amari Cooper, look at those stats and see how bad we were. That's what I'm talking about. Having one guy that's going to be there every time, every play, there. Him and the quarterback will have some kind of synchronicity that it's, you know what I'm saying, that it would be crazy. It's like even Kelce and Mahomes had it. So how do we get downs? Worst case scenario, we pick them up at 26. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping something drops to us like CeeDee Lamb dropped to us. Maybe an offensive lineman, maybe a defensive stud, maybe a Bijan. But if that doesn't happen and we can't trade down, that's the second option. If all the studs are gone at 26, I would want to go down because, you know, we can probably get Josh Downs around 35, 45. You know what I'm saying? And then we can pick up a tackle or something better, something on the lines or something like that at 26. So that's my guy. I mean, there's literally nothing wrong with Josh Downs other than him being small. Outside of that, he looks like he's going to be a serious problem. So that's my guy. What do you think? Tomorrow I'll go in depth in the running backs and tight ends so you understand what I'm talking about. We have a lot of options in those areas. And then maybe we'll get into the defense on Thursday. All right, guys, holla at you.